guys, my name is Ali.
And my name is Mohit.
Today we are going to talk about FM radios and their working.
Many of you would have wondered that how is it that the radio receives signal and is able to differentiate between the ever-increasing radio stations.
For explaining that, we have to understand the working of a radio receiver. This is the block diagram of a typical radio receiver. As you can see that there are many components in a radio receiver, but don't fret, we'll be talking about each of them one by one.
The radio receiver receives signal from the surroundings using its aerial as its aerial. As radio waves traveling through free space reach the receiver's antenna, they set up or induce a weak electric current within the antenna. The current pushes the oscillating energy of the radio waves along the antenna, which is connected to the radio receiver by a transmission line.
Having successfully received the signal from the antenna, we move to an RF filter. The radio frequency represents a class of electronic filter designed to operate on signals in the megahertz to gigahertz frequency ranges. Basically, what an electronic filter does is, it removes the unwanted frequencies from an electrical signal. Thus, we are filtering out the noise and keeping the part that is required by us. The simplest RF filters are made using L, C and R elements. Here we have a very simple RF filter consisting of a resistance and a capacitance. Now we know that the reactance of the capacitance is dependent on the frequency as 1 upon j omega c. As omega increases, Xc decreases. At high frequencies, the capacitor becomes conducting, and therefore these points are shorted, and hence V output becomes 0. Therefore, we are filtering out the high frequency signals from the original signal.
Moving on the filtered signal goes in an amplifier. A radio frequency or power amplifier, RF power amplifier, is a type of electronic amplifier that converts a low power radio of electronic amplifier that converts the low power radio frequency signal into a higher power signal. Modern RF power amplifiers use solid state devices such as bipolar junction transistors and MOSFETs.
Now we have a roughly filtered and amplified signal. Now we pass the signal into a mixer. In electronics, a mixer is a device that combines a local oscillator frequencies and generates an intermediate frequency. A mixer is a device having an input and an output, and another input is being fed using the local oscillator. The input frequency is F1 and the local oscillator frequency is F2. So the mixer, what it does is, it creates two frequencies, F1 plus F2 and F1 minus F2, where F1 minus F2 is an intermediate frequency which is used in all the processes that we are going to do. The reason for using the intermediate frequency is that the circuit performs poorly on high frequency. Therefore, as IF is considerably lower than original frequency, this problem is resolved. Another reason is that as the radio receiver can be tuned to various frequencies, using if it is possible to get a common frequency to work upon.
After mixing, we take the IF signal to a filter where it is filtered, thereby removing any unwanted frequencies. Consequently, it is amplified.
The amplified IF signal is then transferred to a phase detector. A phase detector or phase comparator is a frequency mixer analog multiplier logic circuit that generates a voltage signal which represents the difference in phase between two signal inputs. It has one input from a voltage oscillator and returns the output proportional to the phase difference of the signals. The error is fed back to the voltage oscillator and it then generates the appropriate input to be fed in the detector.
The output signal is then passed through a low pass filter, and there you have it. What we receive is the audio output of the information carried by the signal. However, one question remains: how do we switch between various radio stations?
Using a tuner. Typical radios are manually tuned by the operation by twisting a knob or dial, which varies the tuning of either a variable inductor or a variable capacitor. By changing the value of the capacitance, we can change the frequency that is used in the entire circuit and hence switch to a different station.
Wow, that was quite a handful. Goodbye guys. Thanks for watching.